We're right on the cusp of something great. T.J. Dillashaw versus Henry Cejudo, which has also turned into a lot of fun. I like the back and forth between these guys. I like that T.J. Dillashaw keeps continually having to be the bad guy. It's very fun for me. I don't think he plays it very well. TJ's just a little bit too matter-of-fact. But there is something about him being the underdog, and there is something about when people do not think that he can win, that he does go out there and perform. And for me, I am more interested in that fight for one aspect of the fight. I believe I can accurately present for you today that Henry Cejudo is the best amateur wrestler in the sport. But I also believe I could accurately represent to you that T.J. Dillashaw is the best MMA wrestler in the sport. For me, as a fan, I'm not as interested in who's going to win that fight. I am interested for those guys to lock up and to see who can start to control some of those positions. For me, I realize that isn't going to be the biggest sell for you. I'm just curious, physically speaking, what's going to happen with some of those moves. If Henry gets in, he is likely to finish. T.J. Dillashaw is a master of the setup. Master of setting guys up before he changes elevation and looks to close the distance and turn that into a wrestling match. That's the part that I want to see. Right around the corner, we got the final of the World Grand Prix. Fedor versus Bader. Somebody asked me who was going to win that fight. I don't know. They both suck. It's really hard to say. You get these two terrible fighters that have made it to the finals against each other. By hook or crook, but there they are. I am excited to see the match, though. And I do think the longer the match goes, the more it's going to favor Ryan Bader. And I think the first few minutes is going to be very good for Emelianenko. My final analysis, one of them will leave with the world champion, and both of them will be terrible. Speaking of world championship fights, Kumar Usman was just announced that he was going to be fighting Tyron Woodley. Okay, fine. I'm probably speaking for all of us when I give you my response of, okay, fine. The reason is you've got so many guys that have the rightful claim. For me, it was Colby Covington. Because he has the interim championship. I have been stunned at how quickly and how willing people are to rewind history and just erase that fact from their memory. I'm not erasing it. I saw it. I watched it happen. Colby Covington won the world championship. He never lost that championship. He was never given the opportunity to defend that championship. So why Colby is not in there is something I would like an answer to. On the other side of the coin, I am more than willing to tell you that, yes, Kumar Usman can fight for the strap any day with nobody complain. He's never lost. I think his record's like 16-0. If I'm wrong, it's 15-0. I think it's 16-0. He's beat all the right guys. The bad news is all the right guys that he beat, Colby also beat, and Colby beat him first. And Colby was the interim champion. So that leaves me to believe and conclude there is some piece of drama here that we have yet to have revealed to us. Was Colby offered the fight and turned it down? Speculation would say something along those lines could have happened. We have seen guys get passed over when they're offered the opportunity and they don't take it. That hasn't been made public to us, though. Did Kumar play his cards right? Did Tyron Woodley step in and say, I want this guy, I don't want that guy? I have the foggiest idea. I just know there is some piece of this story that hasn't yet been revealed to us. There was even, guys, I can remember as recently as about 2 weeks ago, Dana White had come out and said, Kumar is going to fight for the world title, and soon. And I don't know who his opponent's going to be. It might not be Woodley. We're all going, wait a minute, how do you fight for the world championship with the world champion isn't present? But they were so frustrated with that division, it sounds like there was enough blame to go around. I mean, I don't know that there was any hero to this story, but there does appear to be a victim, which appears to be Colby Covington, an interim world champion who is not going to be fighting for the world championship. And if I was told that yes, but he's going to be the number one contender and will take on the winner, That would be a piece of information that I don't have at the time I come to talk to you guys, and that would make me feel better, and that would make me shut up. But I would just love to know. I would love to be able to tell for you guys, how did we get to Kumar and Woodley? And I don't resist, even in this analysis, that we're here. You get the reigning world champion against a guy who's never been beat. I don't resist the match. I'm just wondering why the interim champ isn't in there, particularly when I saw him in the media as recently as 2 days ago saying that he wanted to be in there. So I'd like to get some answers, but I also think that it opens up some parity. It opens up some offerings here. Okay, Ben Askren has got to get done with Robbie Lawler, and we got to see how that outcome plays. Ben Askren, even if he looks great in that fight and wants to become the number one contender, if Tyron Woodley is the sitting champion, is not going to take that fight. So where does he go? There was some talk of Darren Till. I don't think there will be talk of Kumar Usman if Usman loses to Woodley. I think that you would then have to bring in a fresh, strong, meaningful contender face, which would be Colby Covington. So perhaps that's how we see that division play out.